It began in the dead of winter. Lucas, a young Swedish archaeologist, organized a trip for 6 close friends and colleagues to explore the last visited corridors beneath the pyramids of Giza. Armed with cameras, flashlights, food supplies, and advanced tech, they arrived in Egypt with excitement in their eyes and sand already in their boots. They entered the pyramid through a private access point, navigating a crumbling tunnel that had not been walked in for centuries. They broke it open. That was the beginning of the end. Inside, they set up camp just outside the hidden chamber. Eric, trying to lighten the mood, joked about mummies waking up and stealing their souls. At midnight, they heard whispers, low, ancient-sounding voices echoing off the walls. The group blamed the wind. But Eric was nowhere to be found. They found him in the morning, his body twisted unnaturally, face contorted in terror. No wounds. No blood. Tilda filmed everything, the death, the panic, the debates about leaving. But Lucas insisted they continue. Jonas sent his drone deep into the tunnels, hoping to map the place. On his monitor, they watched the drone footage, until it froze on a figure standing perfectly still in the hallway. A shadow. With no face. That night, Jonas went to recover the drone. He didn't scream. He didn't run. He just disappeared. The next morning, they found his phone recording on the ground. In the footage, his flashlight flickers, then he gasps, whispers, "It's watching me," and the feed cuts to static. Tilda kept filming. The fear was visible in her eyes. She whispered on camera, "Something is feeding off us. One by one." She locked herself in her tent that night. When they opened it the next morning, she was there, but her face was gone. Not ripped off. Just smooth, featureless skin. Her camera still filmed. Freya took the camera and whispered something in Swedish, "It wants our names." Ingrid became obsessed with the writings on the wall. She translated symbols the others hadn't seen. She kept muttering, "It doesn't like when we stop looking at it." That night, she gouged out her own eyes. She died hours later, laughing, bleeding into the sand. Freya confessed to Lucas that she had summoned the spirit. She had read about it, the Eye Without Mercy, an ancient guardian that killed intruders who dared enter uninvited. She said she wanted to see it with her own eyes. She vanished into the hallway, whispering, "I belong to the sand now." Her body was never found. Lucas, alone, tried to escape. He retraced every tunnel, every crawl space, trying to find the way out. But the pyramid shifted. The halls had changed. He saw symbols bleeding on the walls. He heard their voices, Eric, Ingrid, Freya, all calling his name. And then, nothing. No one ever found the footage. No one found the bodies. Only an abandoned backpack was discovered by a tourist years later.